Alright, y'all. We leaving. We're on the way to the house. Well, I'm on the way to the house. On the way to the house. So I get ready. So we can get ready to go to Juju's meeting. I don't even know how to, what to call it. He has a college, walk in, walk up, a walk around. You know what I mean? We about to go walk around the campus. Walk around the campus at Methodist College. Right here on Ramage Street. We gotta be there at 8:40, so there. So plus I gotta go home, change out my clothes real quick because I got on my dirty work pants. My pants. So I can't, man, I gotta go throw something on real quick. So I see y'all when I transition into my other clothes and we hit the road. So I see y'all in the field. But until then, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I really don't know what to expect, Like y'all know, this is the first child of ours who's getting ready to go to college. Our firstborn. And we're gonna have to do it again next year around the same time also, because my daughter Jasmine, she's a junior this year, and she'll be a senior next year. So we're gonna get a little preview, pre-sample of how I need to go holler at them today to give me a tire of how this college thing's going. So, but I'm almost at the crib, so I see y'all in a bit. All right, we here. They already up there. They leave me already, so I gotta catch up with them. But yeah, we up here at Methodist College. About to see what's going on.
And allowing us to show these young men our campus and what we have and who we are. We have kind of planned for you with a lot of information, a lot of things going your way, but first and foremost, I always like to give my staff a chance to come up and introduce themselves so everybody knows who they are. I always say I have the greatest staff in the world, not only because of how great of coaches they are, but also because of the amount I have. All right, every position has its own coach here. We all do nothing. We'll start us off.
How you guys doing? I'm Kenny Cosmic.
Coach Cuz.
Special teams coordinator, linebackers coach here. I've been a coach at Methodist for going on 4 years now, and been coaching football, college football for over 6. I recruit the southeastern part of North Carolina and the PD River area of South Carolina. But if I have some of the questions you guys have, make sure you ask as many questions as you can. All right, don't leave any stone unturned, and make sure you're not leaving here with any questions unanswered. All right, have a good day, guys.
Good morning, Coach AP, head strength conditioning coach. I don't even know what football looks like, so, but everything weight room, nutrition wise, I got you. So I've been here at Methodist for a little over 2 years. I recruit the area between here and Charlotte, kind of that rural area, and then down in Charleston and Myrtle Beach, South Carolina area. Welcome.
Guys, how you doing? I'm Brian Radkovich, Coach Rad, which is a lot easier. I'm the offensive line coach and offensive coordinator. I just finished my 3rd season here. I recruit the Greensboro, Winston-Salem areas of North Carolina and also the Jacksonville area of Florida. Guys, biggest thing, number one, whoever brought you here today and took time out of their day, all right, to bring you up, make sure you say thank you. If you already have, say it again. All right, this is the most important part of your recruiting journey here is getting on campuses and seeing places and finding out what is the best fit for you and what you are looking for. Any coach can pick up the phone, call you, tell you everything that's great about their place, but you have to see it for yourself and believe that it's the place for you. So that's obviously what we're going to be aiming to do today and show you what we're all about. So looking forward to seeing all you guys throughout the day.
Morning, I'm Coach Jack Coleman, defensive tackles coach and assistant strength and conditioning coach. Actually a former player for Coach K-Will, played 5 seasons here, graduated in December 22. I'm glad y'all can make it and I hope you enjoy it.
Sweet.
Hey, guys, good morning. I'm Coach Jones. I'm assistant DB coach. Like Coach Jack, I'm also a former player of Coach K-Will. I also recruit North Carolina, parts of Florida. The main thing, guys, like Coach Ryan, a lot of other coaches were saying, was find a place that you can thrive at for all 4 years, ask as many questions as possible, and wherever you go, finish. That way, also, once you grow, you can be a grown man, you can be a positive role model in your community, and you go out there and be a positive, productive person in society. So that's what we want to also leave y'all with at Methodist. But thank you for coming.
Morning, Tracy Fuseli, go by Coach Hughes. My senior on staff, I'm the last former player of Coach K-Will. But I recruit Northern North Carolina, a few of the counties outside of Greensboro, and then a few counties outside of that, so Gwinnett, DeKalb, and Forsyth County.
Go by Coach B-Will. As you can see, we're all abbreviated over here. Okay, I am not a former player like Coach K-Will, but we are from the same area in Southern New Jersey, so that's kind of that connection there. This is my 5th year coaching, my 1st year on staff. I'm a wide receivers coach. Biggest thing for me, yes, you will ask questions, yes, you'll go on tour, you'll see the campus and all that, but make sure you have fun. This is still a football visit at the end of the day. Obviously, I'm the one with custom shoes and sunglasses, so I'm the fun guy. All right, have a good time.
Good morning. Oh, we're gonna try that again. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing this morning?
Good.
All right, that's good. I'm Coach Coleman. I coach the defensive line and defensive coordinator. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for being here today. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time out of your scheduled parents for bringing these guys. And you guys, hope you enjoy everything that you learn about our university. This is a special, special place. And it takes a special individual to be a part of this institution. So please ask every question that you have. Don't leave campus without finding out all the information that you want to find out about this university. I recruit the greater Georgia region, so northwest Georgia all the way south of Atlanta towards Noonan. Then I also have the greater Raleigh region, the Research Triangle, Raleigh, Durham, Orange, Wake County, and then I also recruit Orlando, Florida. 15 years in coaching, just finished my 3rd season on the staff. But again, thank you all for being here. We greatly appreciate it.
Well, guys, my name is Angel Cole. I'm defensive backs coach here. I'm actually probably one of the newest hires here. I started in May. So I just finished my 1st season with Methodist, but I've been coaching football for the last 10 years. You guys hope you enjoy the day, and talk to you guys later.
What's up, guys? I'm Coach Adam Wattsberger. Just call me Coach Watts, a whole lot shorter, easier to say. Just finished my 1st year on staff, 7th year overall coaching college football. I do coach quarterbacks, which Coach Campbell will agree with me, it's a great position on the field. Okay? We both played quarterbacks, we have a little bias in that regard. But like everyone's been saying, ask all your questions and have a lot of fun. If you don't do those 2 things, probably didn't do your visit right. Okay? But let's have fun today.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. All right. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. See you all in a little bit.
Alrighty. Hi, guys. My name is Taylor. I'm the admissions counselor here. So my job is essentially to read applications, I make decisions, we do a little financial aid, so a little bit of everything. This meeting is going to consist of admissions, financial aid, and a little bit of enrollment. I'm going to start off with admissions. And the first step of admissions, of course, is completing the application. So I know some people have questions on how you find our application. methodist.edu, and it's free, so there's no application fee. We're also on the Common App, so this is only our second year on the Common App. I know the Common App is where you can apply to multiple different colleges at once, so it's pretty convenient there as well. Neither one should request an application fee or make you submit a fee waiver. They're just no cost. Application takes about 5 to 10 minutes to complete. We're really looking for your personal information, so name, birthday, things like that. But we're making our decision based on your academics, right? So we're looking for your transcript. Now, if you have already submitted your application and you haven't yet submitted your transcript, you can go ahead and either send those to your coaches or you can send it to your admissions counselor. So you guys should have started receiving emails if you have already applied from your admissions counselor, just telling you if there's anything outstanding. Maybe some of you guys have received decisions. So you can go ahead and email your admissions counselor directly, or you can always send transcripts and supporting documents over to your coaches. They'll go ahead and send it over to us in admissions. Do we have any questions maybe about the application at all? No, so it's pretty simple and pretty straightforward, right? Now, what we're looking for to make an admissions decision, we're looking for a 3.0 weighted GPA, essentially, right? So if you have a 3.0 weighted cumulative GPA by the end of your junior year, so we do need to see freshman, sophomore, and junior years. You can also send us up through the first semester of your senior year for a decision. So that's your 7th semester transcript, right? So we can do your 6th or 7th semester. If you have a 3.0 weighted GPA, we can go ahead and make a clear admissions decision. Now, if you have below 3.0 weighted GPA, we can still accept you. There's just some additional pieces to your application, right? So one of those is going to be maybe your 7th semester transcript. So we might defer you for some additional grades. We want to see how you're doing senior year, right? One of those are going to be test scores, so your ACT or SAT scores. Now, of course, we're test optional, so we don't require the ACT or the SAT for admission. But if you're below a 3.0 and you think that those test scores can help your admission, definitely go ahead and submit them. So there's something we can do, it's called a curriculum index. That index essentially uses your test scores, your GPA, your core classes, and it puts you in a bracket for admission, right? So we have something called a MAP program here at Methodist. It's an academic achievement program, and essentially, if you have below a 3.0 GPA, if your cumulative weighted is below a 2.8, essentially you'll be accepted into a MAP program. Now, the minimum core GPA for MAP admissions is a 2.25, right? So when I say core GPA, we're not looking at your cumulative. This is going to be a whole separate calculation that we do in admissions. Now, what we use to do this calculation are your core classes. So your maths, your Englishes, your social sciences, so psychology, sociology, civics and economics. We're also looking at foreign language courses, right? So we're looking at all those courses that you've taken, and we'll go ahead and create a core GPA for you. If that GPA based on those classes is above a 2.25, then you can be admitted into our MAP program. Now, what is the MAP program, right? Essentially, it allows you to have additional study sessions. It allows you to connect early on with your academic and career advisors. So it supports you throughout this transition so that you're not coming here and not doing well academically, right? We just want you to be academically successful because this is a big commitment, not only for football, but financially and academically as well. So we just want you to be successful here on campus. So that's a MAP admission, right? That's still a regular acceptance into the university. And of course, if you have below a 2.25 core GPA, I would definitely say we're going to require test scores for an acceptance if you're below that 2.25. If you don't have any test scores, then that's when we get into that denial range, right? Now, what does a denial mean? It doesn't mean no. It could just mean not right now, right? So we always say, if you do receive a denial from us, we always include in that letter ways to get accepted to Methodist University. So one of which being community college courses, right, on a transfer-ready track. We want to make sure that you can take those core classes and be successful in those classes before before you register for these classes here at Methodist. So there's multiple options of acceptance. Again, you'll receive information from your admissions counselor, and you can communicate directly with that person or me, since I'm here right now, and I'm more than happy to kind of talk to you guys about the admissions process a little more. If we don't have any questions about admissions, that's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple process, right? We don't have any hard admissions guidelines, so we say every 5 to 10 business days we're making admissions decisions. So you guys will see an academic merit-based scholarship in that acceptance letter. Your merit-based scholarship will be based on your GPA, right? So whether you have below a 3.0, whether you have a 3.0, whether you have a 4.0, you will receive academic scholarship money in your acceptance letter. Now, that scholarship in your acceptance letter can increase, right? It can increase for 2 reasons. The first one is going to be test scores. So we're test optional for admissions, but we can give you additional money from financial aid for submitting.
Science 122 or science 222 auto
Okay. Watch your steps.
Anytime there's a food truck or anything on campus, that's a free. They'll be able to pay to go. They have birds. But then 70 something that goes on every week, especially in the fall and then
On the football field back there somewhere. Man, got the bikes. Okay. Okay. What diamond?
This is not what we do on workouts and football facility. But if you want to, that's all the kids. These 2 buildings are pretty much
much the exact same. If you've seen one, you've seen the other. They're both suite styles. There's a bathroom within the suite, then there's 2 rooms. So either you live by yourself or you have a roommate, then the same suite is same thing. So it's either 2 to 4 people in a suite. Would be located in West Hall, and Pierce Hall is actually our kind of like our psychiatrist. So we do have the mental health, anything as far as you're homesick. We do have people on campus that you can talk to. You can book appointments. They even have Zoom appointments. So I don't think you can get. How to go to Weaver Hall. So Weaver and Garber, they're both shaped the exact same way. So they're not necessarily a suite, but 2 rooms are connected by a bathroom. So 4 people associate in that same bathroom, but the layout's different in the lead, as whereas 2 rooms feed into the bathroom in the middle.
So in between that line, he was like, "Yo, that cross was
Okay, got some stuff going on in here. Administration. Almost they got chemistry up. Yeah.
Here's our other gym on campus. Football here, unless it's a rainy day, we'll come in here, do a quick walkthrough. Look at that. So through this window right here, it's the office on it. That's called Coach E. It's Mr. Dave Everson. Big guy on campus, especially. One here is a student, assistant coach, team head coach. Assistant 30 years. It's kind of somebody who wants to have a good side of. Especially when it's heavy times of football. Coach K will coach underneath them, so it's kind of, so they have a good relationship there. So if anything that's happening, if you find out, that's good.
Monarch. What you think so far?
Straight.
Monarch. Game time.
Coming up here on Burns, the downstairs is a cafeteria.
Wow, buddy.
Have all you can typically have. It has different meal options. We always have like lunch and dinner. There's always
We'll wait for this group.
Hey. Multicultural.
here's upstairs. Chick-fil-A.
Okay. Right here.
section from the second Bible study area. You can also right in the middle.
Hard luck. No fog machine this year.
Oh.
Trying to bring up the arch. Hopefully it's not rainy that year and windy, so you can't. So we like to, Coach K does a good job of
Showing no emotions are problem.
What?
Just showing no emotions are problem.
Emotions.
I said, don't show no emotion.
Oh, no emotions? Oh.
And then he's like, is that a problem? I was like, I don't know.
Good start with the rest of the day. So you're going to take your seats. So if you look around, you'll see all the all-conference selections are up. And then Coach K was head coach took over in 2016, so started in 2017. So all all-conference selections will be either new coaches made for last year's and then this year's here. So then also down the hallway, you'll see our 3.0 board. So we do some education. Like say you're in community, find our situation here. Physical education, I think is last semester we had 15 local tutorials, so about 60 kids were over 3 this semester. So always nice to see that board keep growing and growing. What's your name on that board? That means you're killing it. I'm always going to push you to do more than just be that. Because I'm saying, it's all about the football. Any questions on anything? Nothing at all? Nothing sore? We good?
You know what sketches on that helmet? I think that's all fine.
Bing, 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 bing. If you're not a troublemaker, all that type of stuff, you get to be in here. It really has nothing to do with playing ability. Okay, you can be a starter, a fifth-year senior, and be over there in the green locker room. You can be a freshman in your spring semester and be in here.
Change out.
a.m. You notice this thing starts at what? 8 o'clock. Well, you're going to get a pencil or something right up here, 7 a.m., 6:30. I'm in the weight room with the strength coaches. You're going to Xerox this bad boy. What you mean Xerox, Coach? Scan it. Take a picture of it, print it out, hang it up on the wall in your dorm room, because this is what you're going to look at on a daily basis to know where you're supposed to be. You're going to put down when you're in your champ session. That's our study hall or our tutorial times. You're going to put down when you're going to the writing center or the tutoring center. All of that information is going to be kept right here so you can look at it on a day-by-day basis and know where you're supposed to be. You fellas will find that time management is the name of the game. That is what you're going to have to most become accustomed to over the next 6-7 months when you do end up on a college campus. You know, that safety net, that alarm clock that you had at the house, mom coming in there, come on, get on up. You know, maybe she gave you one of those to get you up out of that bed. That's gone. That's not there. You have your alarm clock on your phone or your alarm clock if you have an old school one that you plug into the wall. But when that bad boy goes off, it's you putting those feet on the ground and getting up and starting the day at whatever time your task was starting the day. When you would get out of school and you would go home and you would see your folks, you saw the same faces every single day, like clockwork. You knew what time dinner was going to be, right? Man, you knew what was going on that evening. That changes. Your food's in the dining hall. You're going to be eating somebody else's spaghetti. You're going to have to become used to that or accustomed to that. Will that make you homesick or not? How will you handle those situations? So keeping you on a schedule helps in those areas. By having you guys come over and sit down in your position coach's office once or twice a week, depending on your grade point average coming out of high school, man, that makes a difference when we can have conversations with you guys and find out what's going on. How are you doing academically? How are you doing socially? Are there things that we can do to help you out? Are you getting connected with other people on campus? Or are you just one of them cats that you showing up for football, you're going to class, and that's it? Right? We want you to be a well-rounded individual. So it's our job to make sure we're having those kind of conversations with you. All right? So when you get your syllabus, man, you're going to put that syllabus, that packet that your professor gives you on the very first day of class. Read it. In that packet, your professor might say, meet me by the oak tree on the first Wednesday in August, and you get a free 100 on your first examination. And only 2 students showed up and got that free 100. They were the only 2 that read the syllabus. Read it. You'd be surprised what's in there. You would be surprised, all right? So it's your little extra little credit, little scavenger hunt information, even if you decide to go somewhere else. These professors, they control their classroom and that grade book. And you are accumulating points over a period of time. So, man, you better make sure you read that thing and know what's going on in that class at all times. But you're going to colorize this bad boy. You'll put your professor's information in there. You'll put their office hours in here. You'll put their contact information in here. That way, if we need to reach out to your professor, or you do, you'll have that right at your beck and call. All right? Now, that same coloring system. Told you if you started with college algebra in red, or if you put it in green, it's in this printout in the same fashion. This
Julian? Of course.
Large.
Methodist police.
Like we're lying to be for one.
Right.
Now we're doing both sides of the service. So, for 4 years, and we're going to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, about everything. So that so you can really care and trust.
Thank you. Okay. Looks familiar now. It looks like we know where we at now.
It's the retarded.
Uh-huh.
Just the opposite side.
Yeah. Chapel. Back on Methodist College University.
I appreciate y'all coming today. If there's a bathroom, head out first. But if not, again, appreciate you guys all coming. Hopefully, you guys stay in contact. And again, so good.
All right, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, we ain't clock out yet. Where the clock out button at? Need to get our hours.
We need to get our hours.
Get your what?
Hospital.
For what? Oh.
I've never did that before.
No, with the dead battery.
Yeah.